Hare Krishna, everybody. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances unto that spiritual master. I was reading from Srimad Bhagavatam and wanted to share something with you on that. Thinking about desires, it is human to have desires, and it's also human to strive to fulfill our desires. And when we want to accomplish something and get engrossed in it, it is easy to ignore or not be aware of others around us, what they are going through, and are our actions in any way impacting them. Likewise, when engrossed, we often lose the big picture. Big picture that I am a spirit soul. Big picture that why was this world created? And what am I supposed to be doing to contribute towards the goal of creation? So, just setting the context to what I wanted to share. Here is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.21. The verse reads, "Thus the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as master." Now uh, there are a number of verses lined before this, and they are pointing towards the process of devotional service, which then helps to cut the knot in our heart. And one may ask, what's the knot? So, the knot is misidentification. What is my identity? I may call myself a woman, a software engineer, yet the identity that I am a spirit soul is covered by speculations and doubts. In reality, there is a soul and a super soul. So there are two identities. Now, when one is attaining the scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead, then it becomes possible to see the self and the goal of life simultaneously. And when that sun of Krishna, the light of the Srimad Bhagavatam, rises, the darkness of speculation and doubts is cleared off at once. This knowledge of Krishna is obtained through disciplic succession, that is coming down from authority to a submissive oral receptor. When Krishna from within our heart is revealing the absolute truth to us, then the darkness has no opportunity to stay. Like when in the night there is darkness, yet when the sun rises, the darkness has no opportunity to stay. As soon as the sun rises, the darkness is gone. So we may have doubts, we may have speculations, yet once the sun arises, the sun of Krishna arises, the sun in the sense sun, sun of Krishna, Krishna like sun arises, there is no opportunity for darkness, our doubts to stay. Having established that connection with Krishna, in his love, one engages in his loving service to terminate the chain of fruitive actions. Now comes the part, the chain of fruitive actions is terminated when when one sees the self as master. Now comes the question, what does it mean to see the self as master? Seeing the self as master means by the connection established with Krishna, one is in a position to guide oneself towards Krishna in a consistent manner without giving in to the doubt or speculation. One may start on the path of self discovery, reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting of holy name, yet how consistent can one be on that path? Day after day after day, month after month after month, year after year after year, decade after decade after decade, to continue on a path, one has to be guided. And that guidance one can give to oneself when one has established that connection with Krishna. Now, this verse is also understood in conjunction with another verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.2. This is from previous chapter. It says, completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. Now, the culture of Hinduism has many religious activities, and the purpose of which is usually materially motivated. And Krishna is saying, rejecting all of those, the Bhagavad Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. So, usually, one is hooked up to materially motivated activities and one is trying to get hold of spirituality. Yet, when both my hands are full, if somebody is trying to give me something, I can't receive. I have to put something in one of my hand down. And if it needs both my hands, then I need to put whatever is in both my hands down to receive something that's being given to me. Now, I may drop something that has been given to me, and I may again pick up what was there in my hands previously. So, one is materially motivated, and as because one is materially motivated to hang on, to continue spiritual activities consistently is difficult. Yet, when one grounds oneself in connection with Krishna, then one can see the self as master and one knows this is the path, this is where I'm going, this is how I'm going, and this is what I'm going to do. And one guides oneself, being connected with Krishna, requesting Krishna, pleading Krishna to stay with him. One keeps moving on the path, and Krishna from within the heart keeps revealing because the connection is established and one keeps moving. That is seeing the self as the master. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.